Welcome, listener, to How to Attract Money by Joseph Murphy, audiobook summary. Imagine a life where financial abundance flows effortlessly, where money is not a source of stress, but a tool for freedom, joy, and fulfillment. This is the promise of How to Attract Money by Dr. Joseph Murphy, a timeless classic in the New Thought movement that unveils the power of your mind to attract wealth and prosperity. In this audiobook summary, we'll embark on a deep dive into Murphy's teachings, exploring how your subconscious mind, aligned with universal principles, can transform your relationship with money and unlock a life of abundance. Narrated with clarity and passion, this journey will guide you through the core ideas, practical techniques, and inspiring stories that make this book a beacon for those seeking financial freedom. Chapter 1. Your Right to be Rich. Dr. Joseph Murphy begins How to Attract Money with a bold and empowering declaration. It is your right to be rich. This isn't a call to greed or superficial materialism, but an invitation to live a full, radiant, and prosperous life. Murphy asserts that you are here to express your divine potential in all areas, mentally, spiritually, and materially. Poverty, he argues, is not a virtue but a mental disease, a distortion that can be eradicated by aligning your thoughts with the infinite abundance of the universe. Murphy challenges the negative beliefs many hold about money, such as money is the root of all evil, or wealth is only for the fortunate few. These subconscious attitudes act as barriers, keeping you trapped in scarcity. He reframes money as a symbol of exchange, representing freedom from want, beauty, luxury section separator, luxury, abundance, and refinement. Your desire to be rich is not selfish, but a cosmic urge for a fuller, happier, more wonderful life, a universal drive to express your potential. The key to attracting wealth lies in your subconscious mind, which accepts your beliefs as reality. If you silently condemn money, calling it filthy lucre, or believing you're unworthy of wealth, your subconscious will manifest lack. Murphy urges you to make friends with money, to see it as a tool for living radiantly and freely. By affirming your worthiness and visualizing yourself surrounded by abundance, you plant seeds of prosperity in your subconscious, ensuring a surplus that supports a balanced, joyous life. Murphy also addresses common misconceptions, such as the belief that poverty is virtuous or that wealth is inherently corrupt. He insists there's no virtue in poverty. It's a mental state that can be overcome by embracing your right to wealth. He encourages you to reject sayings like, love of money is the root of all evil, clarifying that it's the obsession with money to the exclusion of other values that causes harm, not money itself. Real-world example 1. The nurse's financial turnaround. Meet Clara, a nurse in Miami who lived paycheck to paycheck, burdened by medical bills and a deep-seated belief that money is hard to come by. Raised in a family that viewed wealth as unattainable, Clara subconsciously sabotaged her financial growth. After reading How to Attract Money, she recognized these beliefs as mental barriers. Inspired by Murphy's teachings, Clara began affirming, I am worthy of abundance, and money flows to me freely. She visualized herself paying off her debts and enjoying financial freedom, feeling the joy of security. To shift her mindset, she stopped calling money evil and instead saw it as a tool for good. Within a year, Clara negotiated a raise at work and started a side hustle teaching CPR classes, doubling her income. By embracing her right to be rich, Clara transformed her finances and her life, proving that a shift in belief can unlock abundance. Real-world example 2. The student's scholarship success. Consider Anil, a college student in Delhi struggling to afford tuition. His family often said, we're not the kind of people who get rich, embedding a subconscious belief in scarcity. After encountering Murphy's book, Anil decided to challenge this mindset. He began affirming, I am surrounded by abundance, and opportunities come to me easily. He visualized himself receiving scholarships and excelling academically, feeling gratitude for the wealth he was about to receive. Anil also reframed money as a means to pursue his passion for engineering, not something to feel guilty about. His newfound confidence led him to apply for a prestigious scholarship program, which he won, covering his tuition and living expenses. By aligning with his right to be rich, Anil opened doors to opportunities he once thought impossible. Practical takeaway. Reflect on your beliefs about money. Write down any negative thoughts, such as money is scarce or I don't deserve wealth, and replace them with affirmations like I am worthy of abundance or money flows to me effortlessly. Repeat these daily and visualize yourself living in financial ease, feeling the emotions of joy and freedom. Start seeing money as a friend, not a foe, to plant the seeds of prosperity in your subconscious. Chapter 2. The Road to Riches. Dr. Joseph Murphy lays out the mechanics of attracting wealth by harnessing the power of your subconscious mind. He likens your subconscious to a fertile garden. What you plant, positive or negative thoughts, determines what grows. Negative beliefs, such as, I'll never have enough money, act like weeds, choking your financial potential. Positive, faith-filled thoughts, however, are seeds that yield a harvest of abundance. The goal is to align your conscious and subconscious minds, ensuring they work together to manifest wealth. Murphy emphasizes the importance of balance in pursuing riches. While money is essential, obsessing over it to the exclusion of health, relationships, or peace leads to frustration. He references the biblical phrase, man does not live by bread alone, to underscore that true wealth encompasses all aspects of a fulfilling life, mental, spiritual, and material. The love of money, when it overshadows everything else, becomes the root of evil, not money itself. Murphy encourages a holistic approach where financial success supports a radiant, harmonious life. To attract wealth, Murphy advocates the use of affirmations tailored to your current state of belief. For beginners, he suggests statements like, I am prospering every day, or my wealth is increasing steadily. These are psychologically sound because they feel attainable, avoiding resistance from a skeptical subconscious. For example, a salesman with only a few dollars to his name can believe his sales will improve tomorrow, making affirmations like, my sales are growing daily credible and effective. For advanced practitioners, Murphy recommends dwelling on abstract qualities like health, wealth, and success, recognizing these as divine attributes within you, ready to manifest. Murphy also introduces the power of visualization, urging you to see yourself as prosperous. By vividly imagining yourself achieving financial goals, paying bills with ease, enjoying luxuries, or saving for the future, you impress your subconscious with a blueprint of abundance. This practice, done with faith and consistency, sets the stage for real-world results. Real-world example 1. The retail worker's career leap. Meet Lisa, a retail worker in London who felt stuck in a low-paying job, constantly thinking, I'll never get ahead. Her subconscious was filled with thoughts of scarcity, limiting her opportunities. After discovering how to attract money, Lisa decided to apply Murphy's teachings. She began affirming, I am prospering every day, a statement that felt believable given her modest circumstances. Each night, she visualized herself in a better-paying role, managing a store and feeling financial security. To align with Murphy's balanced approach, Lisa also affirmed her gratitude for her health and family, ensuring money wasn't her sole focus. Her newfound confidence led her to enroll in a management training program offered by her employer. Within 6 months, Lisa was promoted to store supervisor, earning a 30% salary increase. By planting positive seeds in her subconscious, Lisa paved her road to riches, proving Murphy's principles in action. Real-world example 2. The baker's business boom. Consider Javier, a baker in Mexico City who ran a small pastry shop but struggled to cover expenses. He often thought, my business will never grow, a belief rooted in his subconscious. Inspired by Murphy's book, Javier began using affirmations like, my sales are increasing every day, which felt achievable. He visualized his shop bustling with customers, the cash register ringing, and his bank account growing. Following Murphy's advice to avoid obsession, Javier balanced his focus by appreciating his craft and community connections. He took small actions, like offering daily specials and posting on social media, to align with his affirmations. Within a year, Javier's shop became a local favorite, doubling its revenue and allowing him to hire additional staff. His consistent affirmations and visualization turned his subconscious garden into a thriving field of abundance. Practical takeaway. Create affirmations that feel true to you, such as, I am growing in wealth every day, or my financial opportunities are expanding. Repeat them morning and night with conviction. Visualize yourself achieving specific financial goals. See the money in your bank account or the success of your business. Balance your focus by giving thanks for non-material blessings, like health or relationships, to cultivate holistic wealth. Take small, inspired actions to support your affirmations. Trusting your subconscious is working to manifest your desires. Chapter 3. The Power of Imagination and Faith. In Chapter 3, Dr. Joseph Murphy unveils the dynamic duo of imagination and faith as the cornerstones of attracting wealth. He teaches that everything begins in the invisible realm of thought. Your wealth, health, and success are first born in your mind before they manifest in the world. To possess riches objectively, you must first possess them subjectively through a state of consciousness. Murphy emphasizes that the feeling of wealth produces wealth. By cultivating this feeling, you align your subconscious mind with abundance, setting the stage for tangible results. Murphy introduces the concept of the high watch, a mental practice where you detach from your current limitations, bills, debts, or scarcity, and focus on your ideal state. This isn't about denying reality, but about rising above it, trusting that the universe is conspiring to bring your vision to life. He calls this going about your Father's business, a state of expectancy where you know your good is on its way. Murphy stresses perseverance, quoting, "He who perseveres to the end shall be saved." The sustained mood of joy and faith ensures your desires take form. The spiritual dimension of wealth shines through in this chapter. Murphy asserts that all riches, peace, joy, abundance exist within you now, waiting to be released. By using your imagination to leave the present now, your limitations, and enter a mental vision of your ideal, you tap into the eternal now of divine supply. This alignment with infinite intelligence allows you to experience wealth as a present reality, not a distant hope. Murphy also highlights the importance of feeling your desires as real. Through vivid visualization, you can enter any desired state, wearing a luxurious coat, driving a new car, or living in financial freedom. By sustaining this vision with faith, you create a blueprint for your subconscious to follow, which then orchestrates events to manifest your goal. Real-world example 1. The entrepreneur's breakthrough. Meet Priya, a budding entrepreneur in Mumbai who dreamed of launching a sustainable fashion brand, but was stuck in a cycle of self-doubt and financial strain. Inspired by Murphy's teachings, Priya decided to apply the power of imagination and faith. Each night, she visualized herself presenting her designs at a major fashion show, feeling the excitement of buyers placing orders and her bank account growing. She imagined the texture of her eco-friendly fabrics and the applause of the audience, immersing herself in the joy of success. To practice the high watch, Priya stopped dwelling on her current lack of funds and instead focused on her vision, affirming, "I am one with the infinite riches of the universe." Despite slow progress, she persevered, trusting that her good was coming. 6 months later, a chance meeting at a networking event led to a partnership with a local investor who believed in her vision. Priya's brand launched successfully, and her designs gained traction online, proving that her sustained imagination and faith had paved the way for abundance. Real-world example 2. The job seeker's transformation. Consider David, a job seeker in Chicago who had been unemployed for months, feeling defeated by rejection after rejection. After stumbling upon how to attract money, David embraced Murphy's advice to use imagination and faith. He began visualizing himself in his ideal role as a marketing manager, picturing himself confidently leading meetings, signing contracts, and receiving a generous paycheck. Before sleep, he felt the pride of contributing to a team and the security of financial stability. To stay on the high watch, David affirmed, "My perfect job is manifesting now," refusing to let anxiety about bills derail his focus. He sustained this practice for weeks, even when doubt crept in. One day, a friend referred him to a startup looking for a marketing lead. David's confidence during the interview, fueled by his visualization, impressed the hiring manager. He landed the job with a salary higher than he'd imagined, a testament to the power of aligning imagination with faith. Practical takeaway: dedicate 5 to 10 minutes each night to visualize your financial goals as already achieved. Picture yourself living in abundance. Feel the emotions of joy, gratitude, and freedom. Affirm, I am aligned with the infinite supply within me. And practice the high watch by focusing on your vision, not your current circumstances. Persevere, knowing that your sustained faith will bring results. Chapter 4. Overcoming Subconscious Barriers. Dr. Joseph Murphy tackles the invisible chains that keep many from attracting wealth, subconscious barriers. These are deeply ingrained beliefs, often rooted in childhood conditioning, societal myths, or misinterpretations of spiritual teachings. Phrases like, money is filthy lucre, or the notion that poverty is a virtue create a mental blueprint of lack, silently sabotaging your financial success. Murphy argues that to attract money, you must first identify and release these limiting beliefs, replacing them with convictions of abundance. Murphy explains that your subconscious mind accepts what you consciously believe is true. If you harbor negative attitudes toward money, such as it's hard to come by, or wealth is for others, your subconscious will manifest those realities. He warns against using affirmations that feel unrealistic, as they create inner conflict. For instance, declaring, I am a millionaire, while struggling to pay bills may trigger disbelief, reinforcing lack. Instead, Murphy suggests affirmations that bridge your current reality to your goals, like, I am growing in wealth every day, or I am open to new financial opportunities. These statements are psychologically sound, allowing your conscious and subconscious minds to align without resistance. Another critical insight is the importance of ethical wealth building. Murphy stresses that exploiting others or pursuing money through deceit attracts loss, not gain. True prosperity flows from the treasure house of eternity within, a divine source of abundance that operates in harmony with universal laws. By seeing money as a divine idea, a tool for freedom, beauty, and joy, you align with this infinite supply and invite wealth without harming others. Murphy also addresses the role of early conditioning. Many people inherit beliefs from parents, teachers, or religious teachings that equate poverty with morality or wealth with greed. These subconscious patterns must be uprooted through conscious effort. By consistently affirming positive beliefs and visualizing abundance, you can reprogram your subconscious, creating a new mental blueprint that attracts money naturally. Real-world example 1. The freelancer's mindset shift. Meet Elena, a freelance writer in Seattle who struggled to charge fair rates for her work. Growing up, her parents often said, money doesn't grow on trees, and viewed wealth as something reserved for the lucky few. These beliefs lodged in Elena's subconscious, making her feel guilty about raising her fees, even when clients praised her work. After reading How to Attract Money, Elena recognized these as subconscious barriers. She began journaling her negative thoughts about money and replaced them with affirmations like, I am worthy of abundant compensation for my talents. To avoid inner conflict, she started with believable statements, such as, my income is increasing every month. Elena also visualized herself confidently negotiating contracts and receiving payments with ease. Within 3 months, she doubled her rates and attracted higher-paying clients, including a magazine that offered a recurring column. By dismantling her subconscious barriers, Elena transformed her financial reality, proving that a shift in belief can open the door to abundance. Real-world example 2. The small business owner's breakthrough. Consider Malik, a small business owner in Atlanta running a struggling coffee shop. Raised in a religious community that emphasized blessed are the poor, Malik subconsciously believed that financial success was unspiritual. This mindset led him to underprice his products and avoid investing in marketing, keeping his business on the brink of closure. Inspired by Murphy's teachings, Malik identified these beliefs as mental blocks. He began affirming, money is a divine tool that supports my purpose, and visualized his shop bustling with customers, his bank account growing. To align his subconscious with his goals, Malik chose affirmations like, my business is prospering every day, which felt attainable. He also took practical steps, such as redesigning his menu and launching a social media campaign. Within 6 months, his shop saw a 50% increase in revenue, and Malik secured a partnership with a local bakery. By releasing his subconscious barriers and aligning with abundance, Malik turned his business and his life around. Practical takeaway. Identify your subconscious barriers by writing down negative beliefs about money, such as, "I'll never be rich," or "money causes problems." Replace them with affirmations like, "I am open to the flow of abundance," or "My wealth grows daily." Speak these affirmations morning and night, and visualize yourself living in financial ease. Take small, aligned actions to reinforce your new beliefs, trusting that your subconscious is reshaping your reality. Chapter 5. The Spiritual Dimension of Wealth. In Chapter 5, Dr. Joseph Murphy elevates the conversation about money to a spiritual plane, asserting that true wealth is not something you chase externally, but a state you cultivate internally. He declares that God, or the infinite intelligence within you, is the source of all supply, an inexhaustible reservoir of abundance. Money, health, and success are divine ideas, ever present and available when you align your thoughts with universal principles. Murphy's core message is that the kingdom of heaven is at hand, meaning your financial good exists now, waiting to be claimed through a shift in consciousness. Murphy emphasizes that wealth begins with your beliefs. He states, "Man is belief expressed," meaning what you consistently think and feel about money shapes your reality. If you believe in lack or limitation, your subconscious mind will manifest those conditions. But by dwelling on divine qualities, abundance, harmony, joy, you tap into the infinite riches of the universe. This requires imagination and faith, tools to enter any desired state. Through vivid visualization, you can feel yourself living in wealth, and by sustaining this feeling, you create a mental blueprint for your subconscious to follow. The chapter introduces the concept of the eternal now. Murphy teaches that your good is not in the future, but present in the infinite now of divine supply. By mentally stepping into this state, imagining yourself prosperous, debt-free, or successful, you align with the universal flow of abundance. He encourages affirmations that reinforce this truth, such as, "I am one with the infinite riches within me," or "All my needs are met now." These statements anchor your consciousness in the present reality of wealth, dissolving fears of scarcity. Murphy also underscores the importance of gratitude and expectancy. By giving thanks for the wealth you're about to receive, you open the door for its manifestation. He warns against forcing outcomes or manipulating others, as true prosperity flows from spiritual alignment, not external control. This chapter is a call to trust in the infinite intelligence within, to see money as a divine tool for living a radiant, balanced life. Real-world example 1. The artist's leap of faith. Meet Sophia, a painter in Lisbon who dreamed of showcasing her work in galleries, but was trapped in a cycle of financial insecurity. Raised to believe that artists always struggle, Sophia's subconscious equated creativity with poverty. After discovering how to attract money, she embraced Murphy's spiritual approach. Sophia began meditating on the idea that abundance was her divine birthright, affirming, "I am one with the infinite supply of the universe." Each morning, she visualized her paintings displayed in a prestigious gallery, feeling gratitude for the sales she hadn't yet made. Instead of focusing on her empty bank account, Sophia trusted in the eternal now, believing her good was already present. She took inspired action by contacting local galleries and sharing her work online. Within 4 months, a gallery owner spotted her portfolio and offered her a solo exhibition. The show sold out, bringing Sophia enough income to sustain her art full-time. By aligning with the spiritual dimension of wealth, Sophia transformed her career and her life. Real-world example 2. The teacher's financial freedom. Consider Mark, a high school teacher in Denver who felt overwhelmed by student loan debt and a modest salary. He often thought, "I'll never get ahead." Inspired by Murphy's teachings, Mark decided to shift his consciousness. He started affirming, "All my needs are met now in the infinite now," and visualized himself debt-free, traveling the world with his family. To cultivate gratitude, Mark gave thanks for the money he was about to receive, even when his circumstances hadn't changed. He also meditated on the idea that wealth was a divine idea within him, not dependent on his job or external conditions. This mindset shift led Mark to explore side hustles. He began tutoring online, leveraging his teaching skills, and soon earned enough to pay off his loans in 2 years. Mark's trust in the spiritual source of supply, combined with practical action, brought him the financial freedom he once thought impossible. Practical takeaway: spend 5 to 10 minutes daily meditating on the infinite riches within you. Affirm, I am one with the infinite supply, and all my needs are met now. Visualize yourself living in abundance. Feel the joy and gratitude as if it's already real. Give thanks for your wealth, trusting that the universe is orchestrating its manifestation. Take inspired actions that align with your vision, knowing your good is present in the eternal now. Conclusion: How to Attract Money by Joseph Murphy is more than a guide to financial success. It's a roadmap to transforming your consciousness. Murphy teaches that wealth is your birthright, but it requires a shift in how you think and feel about money. By harnessing the power of your subconscious mind, using imagination, affirmations, and faith, you can break free from limiting beliefs and align with the infinite abundance of the universe. The stories of ordinary people achieving extraordinary results, like the teacher who manifested her dream coat, remind us that perseverance and belief are the keys to unlocking prosperity. This book challenges you to see money not as a source of stress, but as a tool for living a radiant, balanced life. It's a call to embrace your divine potential, to trust in the eternal now of abundance, and to walk the path of faith knowing your good is on the way. Whether you're seeking financial freedom, peace of mind, or a deeper connection to universal laws, Murphy's wisdom offers a practical and spiritual framework for success. As you apply these teachings, start small, affirm your prosperity daily, visualize your goals with joy, and trust the process. The road to riches is paved with belief, imagination, and perseverance. Step onto it with confidence, and watch the riches of the infinite unfold in your life. Final thought: the feeling of wealth produces wealth. Let this be your mantra as you embark on your journey to attract money and live the abundant life you were born to lead. Thank you for joining us on this deep dive into How to Attract Money by Joseph Murphy. May you find your way, attract money, and unlock the riches you seek. Until next time, keep learning, keep growing, and keep believing in the power of your dreams.